What is up, everybody? Today we are talking about my personal favorite top 7 Oliver Stone movies. These are only movies that I have seen. They are not ones, I did not include ones on the list that I have not seen. So if there are certain movies of his that are not on this list, it's probably just because I have not seen them. But we'll start at number 7 and work our way up to 1. So 7 would be my least favorite. Number 1 would be my most favorite. So number 7 would be World Trade Center. Just because of the topic at the time, this and United 93 came out the same year, so they finally started to tackle this topic. And out of the two of them, United 93 was better. But this one actually had to do with the stuff going on in New York as to where that one had to do with the plane that crashed. But still a very, very good movie. Nicolas Cage did great. So did Michael Pena. About people trapped under the rubble and things like that. You can't really, you knew it was going to be kind of a stationary movie because it can't really move around a whole lot, but still a very solid movie. Worth checking out if you haven't seen it before. Number 6 would be Savages. This one actually surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was, but I actually enjoyed this movie. It was kind of almost a throwback to kind of old school action movies like Scarface and things like that. But Blake Lively did great. Every cast member pulled off their parts to perfection. Taylor Kitsch even kind of shined in this movie as well. Kind of his coming out party after Friday Night Lights, along with Battleship. Number 5 would be Wall Street. Money Never Sleeps. Gotta love a movie with the iconic Gordon Gekko in it. I loved the addition of Shia LaBeouf. Both of them did fantastic in this movie. Michael Douglas is a one-of-a-kind actor. I was worried that this wasn't going to be as good as the original, but it actually turned out to be maybe not quite as good, but still, considering it's a sequel, very, very good. So this one is one of those sequels that's actually not complete garbage. And then we have Alexander. I've seen 2 cuts of this movie. I saw the director's cut and the theatrical cut. I have not seen the final cut. I did find that one recently, and I'm going to have to watch it to see how different it is from the other 2 cuts. But from a technical standpoint, this movie looks awesome. So he did a fantastic job doing his job as the director. The story might not have been as great as it could have been, but still a very, very solid movie if you're into like these ancient war epic type of movies. Not as good as Troy, like I said, but still very, very fun watch. Great cast. But like I said, it's just the only thing that kind of held this one back was the story a little bit. Then after that, we have Platoon. Again, this was a movie I really didn't have a lot of interest in watching. One of my friends convinced me to watch this movie, and I was actually surprised at how good it was. Tom Berenger and William Dafoe kind of stole this movie. Charlie Sheen was kind of the main guy, where the story kind of centered around him meeting these other guys. But they stole this movie, and it was, they obviously it has an iconic scene that everyone knows with William Dafoe getting shot and everything like that. But wow, this is a powerful, powerful war movie. Probably one of the best ones out there as far as the Vietnam War goes. So you need to check this one out if you haven't seen it before. Then we have Any Given Sunday. This is one of my favorite sports movies. Actually, it might actually be my favorite sports movie of all time. The cast was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it showed the dark side of professional football in a way. And I think that's what Oliver Stone was going for with this movie, not the sunny, the glory of football kind of thing. Everyone's great, no one's bad. This was skewed character drama to the max, and it was done beautifully. This is a must-watch if you haven't seen it. I know it's streaming on a bunch of platforms, so I'm sure you can find it easy if you haven't seen it before. But I mean, this is just even a technical standpoint when you watch it, like the slow motion and the football action scenes in this movie are just some of the best you'll ever see in a sports movie. And then lastly, my number 1 favorite Oliver Stone movie, Wall Street. Like I said, iconic Gordon Gekko, Greed is good. So many good quotes from this movie. Soundtrack was great. Cast was great. Everything about this movie was great. Showed about, American greed and what people will do to get there. And just not enough good things to say about it. This is a classic. I read articles like a few years ago that they were talking about rebooting Wall Street. They should not do that. It's like The Godfather. Just leave it alone. Iconic movies are iconic movies for a reason, just like Die Hard. And yeah, I could watch this over and over again. I usually watch it at least once a year. I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe I should watch it here coming up. But yeah, that does it for my top 7 Oliver Stone movies. Would like to hear your opinion on this list if you think certain movies should be flipped or whatnot. Always open to hearing opinions. But that does it for this video. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I am also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.